Hello! I'm about to start a new sketchbook, and as is my tradition, I'm going to draw a title on the first page. I already brainstormed the design on this thick sketchbook. This page is basically a sketch for what I'll be putting in another sketchbook. I talked about this page in a previous video. The idea is that it'll be a country sign surrounded by vines with the moon emblem because it's a magical symbol. And the title for the new sketchbook is Whimsical Vomit Volume 3. Was there a Whimsical Vomit Volume 1 and 2? Yes. Whimsical Vomit is what I call my environment art on these tiny sketchbooks. Previously they were just pencil drawings, but I want to introduce color to the series this time. Starting out the sketch. It's not sitting on the center of the page, but there's so much white space on the left side anyway. Getting the moon in there. This phase of the moon symbolizes the crone from the maiden-mother crone trichotomy. It's a hint at some of the whimsical ideas I'll explore. I lettered the text in all caps just to evenly distribute the space first. I went for a cursive style lettering for the title. I don't do cursive lettering, so lots of firsts for me here. I based the style on someone else's typography, but I didn't save the image unfortunately. Just know I didn't come up with the style out of the blue. I lettered the bottom panel with the words Press Start as if it's a video game. This is inspired by Stardew Valley's title screen because I want to draw ideas for a magical farming simulator in this book. Even without that reference, it's a gamery way to welcome the viewer. Back on my thick book, I practiced rendering the vines with a combination of brush pens and markers. I used a lighter olive green for leaves facing front and a darker for the back. Then I drew the veins with a white gel pen. I attempted another render to see if more overlapping leaves would look good. The markers are chunky however, so it was hard to fill in tighter gaps between the colors. At least I know how it would look without ruining the actual sketch. It's my first time incorporating organic botanical elements to hand lettering, but I like drawing environments, so I drew with background design principles in mind. Take the arrangement of the vine leaves. Their layout is informed by overlap, big, medium, small sizes, and angles. It's a funny process, having a sketchbook for rough ideas to support the sketchbook dedicated for cleaner sketches. Sketches are meant to be rough and personal, but ultimately it's what you want your sketchbook to be. For me, I like categorizing my sketches, especially since I have world-building ideas. It's handy to have a book for brainstorming and drawing exercises, but I wouldn't want to sift through pages of those for my magic farm or steampunk stuff. I'm also not the type of traditional artist who paints on canvases, but I treat sketchbooks as canvases on their own. There could be a narrative at how a page of ideas is followed by a page of supporting ideas. Now, I'm using a dark gray marker for the signage itself. The color provides a striking contrast for the gold paint marker that I would soon be using. I had to go over the lettering again with a pencil. The graphite would shine through the dark ink, letting me still see the sketch later. The ink tends to spread out, so it needs some spacing allowance between other colors or else the French ink would encroach on the leaves. It might also depend on the paper. This is a Rowney Ebony Artist sketchbook, by the way. The paper is stiff, kinda card-like. It might be holding the ink quite well. I'm still using scratch paper to prevent any bleed-throughs. Can't take my chances. I was about to start the lettering using a Miniso gold paint marker. I gave a little prayer to the lettering gods because this is such a delicate process and the tension was getting to me. Let's do this. Well, my camera ran out of battery. I couldn't wait for that to recharge, so I switched to my phone for this intimate close-up angle. Oh man, you can probably see how dry my fingers are. It's a skin condition. Anyway, despite how thick the marker nib is, I managed to achieve some thin lines with it. I just had to be gentle with the pressure. I got cocky near the end of the word whimsical, so the application was uneven. But I'm still happy with this in the end. This is the most cottagecore I've ever been for a title page. I can take that wonkiness as part of the charm with traditional sketching. Gotta be forgiving with myself when it comes to sketchbooks, or else I'll always be afraid to fill the next page in. So if you experience that first page anxiety too, try a title page of either your name or write down what your goals are for your new sketchbook. Hope you enjoyed this video. After doing a 2-part animation tutorial, this was a breather for me. Comment, like, and subscribe for more art videos, both traditional and digital. Maybe I'll see you in the next one, I hope. Thanks for watching, and bye.